Good morning. I just rolled out of the sack. 6 hours and 54 minutes worth of sleep. Ooh, I was exhausted. I just put Ladybug outside and I'm going to make her the other half of the steak that I made her last night that I didn't show you because I was tired and I did the download. So let's see what I'm feeding Ladybug for breakfast this morning. And this is Ladybug's dinner. Half of a pound of steak and just a little over 8 ounces of canned dog food. So time to nuke this up in the microwave. Just 11 seconds just to get the chill off of the meat. She loves this. Now, let's see Ladybug wolfing down her dog food. Is that good? Where you going? That's a good girl. Aw, you can eat your meat. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. That's my baby. That's my baby girl. That's my girl. There she goes. Wolfing down the steak. She loves it. She's starving. Always steak first, then dog food. Then that's her keto dry dog food in the corner there. Yum. She made a little bit of a mess yesterday, I see. Good girl. Yeah, I don't know where she came up with this paper plate business. Jack started her on the paper plate with dog food. That's a good girl. And now wait a minute, where are you going? Come on, Ladybug. Yeah, Jack started her on the paper plate thing primarily because you can't put her metal bowl that normally is there. You can't put that in the microwave. So, yep, the baby girl gets what the baby girl wants. So there she goes. Wolfing it down. Catch you later. So now after she eats, this is what she gets. You want a snack? Ladybug, of course you want a snack. Now if I give her chicken, a can of chicken with chicken meat, then I'll give her this chicken snack. But because I gave her beef, she'll get a beef snack. That's her dessert. Yum, that good girl. Yeah, such good baby. Good girl. You did good job. You're looking at the other chicken snack, aren't you? Yeah, you're good. We'll give you 2. There she goes. Now that Ladybug is fed, I get to sit down with my cup of Keto Brains, collagen, 12 ounces of coffee, yesterday's mail, an Amazon box, and just chill. It is just after 6 a.m. and I'm feeling good. I was exhausted yesterday when I got home from the hospital, no doubt. And the night before, I barely got 4 hours of sleep. So I really needed that sleep, and so did Ladybug. We just went to bed. She slept on Jack's side. I slept on my side. And I didn't wake up until 4:45, I think it was. So, yeah, lots of sleep for my body because I needed it. So that's it for now. Let me get to the mail and get busy paying bills.
I didn't take now one pain medication, so therefore I don't have to take any poop medication. They gave me Tylenol, which he wrote I had to take. So the nurses gave that to me. So, I mean, it's aspirin. I just took it. It didn't make a difference, but I didn't want to argue with the nurses. So this morning they gave me all my normal medications like I have at home, plus the gabapentin. So I'm back on normal pills. So, and I'm sitting up in the chair because I just got back from X-ray. So,
Yeah, try not to cross that leg. I know you like it that way and it makes you feel good, but try not to do that.
well, I'm doing it as we speak. It gives me relief until the pills kick in.
Oh, okay.
And I told the doctor when he was here, I get a little comfort doing it this way. And he said, well, that nerve is extremely bruised.
Right.
And it's going to take time, and therefore the nerve in my toes will slowly settle down as the healing takes place. But he had no objection to me crossing my leg. Mm-hmm. But I said it was fine. I didn't go to bed until 9 o'clock last night. I mean, sit in the bed. I got up walking around the room. And I sat in bed at 9 o'clock, and then, well, they adjusted the bed and everything, and insulin and blood sugar, and removed them other ports out of my hand and all that crap. They got that all done, and I was good till 3 in the morning. And, well, they come in every hour checking something.
Of course.
So I broke in sleep, but at 3 in the morning, my toes started throbbing. That woke me up, and I haven't been to sleep since 3 a.m. But I let the nurses know, but the gabapentin he prescribed was 3 pills for tonight. I said, well, that ain't doing me any good all day today. So I said, is there a way you can take tonight's pill and give them to me this morning? Well, the pharmacy approved that. So they gave me 3 this morning, and then the doctor came in. I said, you need to bump that up, put some more on there. I got a jar of 500 at home.
Yeah, how's your numbness right now in the morning, right now?
There is no numbness. I have soreness from the incision. The key word is sore, not pain.
Okay.
And I have not had any pain in my back. None.
That's
Standing,
good.
I was getting kind of numb laying in bed for too long.
Right.
Well, I should say stiff. I was getting stiff laying in bed. But I haven't asked for any pain medication, so this is a complete about-face from you.
Yeah, totally. But what I'm getting at is what woke you up at 3 in the morning, that numbness, tingling your foot, how is that right now?
There's never was numbness. There's never been tingling. It's been throbbing.
Okay, how's the throbbing right now?
The throbbing on a scale to 1 to 10, it's about a 5, where in months past, it goes up to 10 plus. It's about a 5 right now as we're talking.
How was it when you woke up at 3 in the morning?
It was probably a 5 or a 6 at 3 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
It was on its way. And I crossed my legs in bed, trying to find a comfortable position. I didn't know if it was the way I was laying on my back, and I couldn't cock over in the bed. I didn't know what would solve the problem, but turns out nothing did.
Mm-hmm.
So they gave me the gabapentin this morning, and I'm waiting for it to kick in. They gave it to me an hour ago, and it takes 2 hours for it to kick in.
Oh,
and I don't know that 3 are going to be enough, because I've been taking...
Well, after my talk with Jack on the phone, I decided to make myself some breakfast. So I have some eggs, some of the pork sausage that I made earlier in the week. There's Ladybug making a guest appearance. She wants some. I put a little salt, little pepper, and I had 2 pieces of cheese in my freezer. I don't know how long it's been there for, but I saw it on the door. I crumbled it up and I melted it, or I put it in to the frying pan and it melted. So that's what I'm having for breakfast before I head out. No need to hurry, he said, because he's going to take a nap, and they always fidget and budget and do stuff with him at the hospital. Until later.
Well, Wisconsin, we are ready for you. It just started snowing. It's pretty light right now, so there's no danger at this time on the roads, and they're talking light accumulation. So I'm headed to go and see Jack at Mayo, but let me turn the camera around. But first off, I have to make a stop to mail something to my friend Debbie. Debbie, I'm going to the post office now to mail it out. Crossing my big busy street that's 3 cars busy. I feel pretty good. I had a lot of sleep in comparison to what I have been getting now, typically. The last, month or so. It's been kind of light sleep. Primarily because of my hip, but of course, as a wife, you're worried about your hubby, and like me, I can't sleep if he can't sleep. If he's in pain and he's moving around in the bed, of course that wakes me up. The dog comes up, she wants us to pet her, or she wants to wake up with her at 5 in the morning so she can go potty, we can get out of bed, and then she sneaks right in the nice warm bed that I got out of. The dog is no dummy, I'm telling you. So let's talk about Ladybug right now. Seeing as though she was 12, 13, 14 hours yesterday when we left, by the time I finally came home at 8 o'clock, quarter to 8-ish, I think. She did very well. I fed her, and she always has water and food available, but that girl held it. She held it. She was a good dog. So, bonus, let's just hope that she's a good girl again today when I get home. But it is what it is. You can't blame the dog. If you live in the middle of the forest and all of your family lives in southeastern Wisconsin, what are you going to do? I mean, really. Let's talk about topic number 2. This is very unusual, has nothing to do with Jack's healing, 0. I get a telephone call from my HR lady, and every year, you as an employee, let me open up this little light in here. You as an employee can get a gift, either a ham, a boneless ham, or a turkey, and they hand that out. Well, that was handed out yesterday. So I get a call from her, and she says, well, I'm calling about the turkeys. You didn't pick yours up. And kind of, she tries to be nice, but yet she's got that tone. Like, people know that I've got the tone, but you guys are used to me now, you know? You know, if I speak in a manner that, oh, Jerry's not beefing, that's just Jerry. So she said, well, if you don't pick it up and you didn't make any arrangements with anyone, we're just going to donate it to a charity, and that's it. So I said, well, when we have a big cooler, like a Pepsi cooler that you see at convenience stores, we have one of those, and I'm only gone for 2 weeks. I took it as emergency because Jack had surgery. So I said, well, put it in the cooler or put it in the freezer. And of course she was quick to say, well, there's going to be no room, or she wasn't going to guarantee it, whatever the case may be. But I thought, as a representative for the company, and this is a gift, wouldn't you try to want to help an employee out, whatever? So I said to her, I said, well, give it to my supervisor. You guys will love this. I think I told you about this before. My supervisor is younger than my child. My child's 35. We'll just leave it at that. Young kid, probably all of, not even 25, I don't think. So I said, well, give it to him and have him put it in his freezer at the house. He's a single man. Oh, I take that back. I think he just got married, newly married. So 2 people, let's say 2 people in the house. You know he's got room for my little stupid ham. I realize it's just a ham. And I could probably get a ham in the store myself. But it's the principle of the matter. The HR lady, not kind, in my opinion. And if you don't pick it up, it is what it is. And so I sent an email. I guessed what his email was, put his name on there, did all the dots and whatever the case may be, put the first name, dot, last name, put the name of the company, .com. And I sent it to her and I said, please forward it to him. So that was yesterday, so we'll see. And then come to think of it, today, I just thought of this today. My next door neighbor, as a matter of fact, 2 next door neighbors really, but one for sure is an engineer that I work with. And he's right next door to me. I should have thought about him. I mean, I have his number. I could have texted him, but it was after the fact. After I was blowing up inside and letting some steam off in the afternoon when she called. Oh, she called when Jack was still in surgery. So I was pretty wound up at the time, but she didn't know it. And I wasn't itchy to her. Itchy. I just stated a fact. So I probably should have said, well, give it to my neighbor, the engineer upstairs. He'll bring it home to me. He can leave it on my porch, whatever. I didn't even think about that. I have to be pretty tight-mouthed insofar as work is concerned, because what happens up in a small community, and we've discussed this before, in a small community, they take a story. For example, I'll do something very simple. Jerry's got a hamburger. So they'll take something that small, that story, and they'll say, Jerry has a hamburger and it was raw when she ate it, so she got sick and she had to go to the emergency room at Mayo Hospital, and they blow up stories, blow stuff up like you wouldn't believe. Here's another real life story that I just found out. Jack told me this yesterday. He talked to somebody that I work with, and somebody that I work with said, oh, well, we heard that when Jerry gets her surgery, meaning the back surgery that I had, and the 2 leg surgeries and the back surgery that I had earlier this year, I've had many surgeries. And now with Jack's surgery, this individual told Jack, well, we heard that after her surgery, she just wasn't going to come back to work. She just wasn't going to show up. It is what it is. So Jack has his surgery, and that lie, that story, is still continuing on. That after Jack's done with his surgery and I'm done taking my emergency paid company earned vacation, that I'm just going to up and quit and leave them high and dry. Oh, the politics of a small town. I don't get it. I'm a big city girl. I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. When Jack dies, I'm probably going to end up going down by the daughters, down back to southeastern Wisconsin. As much as I don't want to. I like being private by ourselves, but this whole gossip shenanigans, it's a trip. It really is. I'm working for my retirement. I'm working because I like to spend money. That's not a secret. Jack and I like to go on vacations. That's not a secret either. The health benefits are excellent. I started the job, what I thought was going to be part-time, and I'm almost into it for 15 years later. So I don't mind the job. It's the politics and all the Barbara Streisand, if you get my drift, that goes along with working in a small town. So that's it for me. I am heading onto the freeway right now to go to Mayo. And the snow's picking up a little bit, but it's not bad picking up a little bit. I mean, it's safe, and I just want to get off the phone, if you know what I mean. And that's cool. So I will see you guys in the hospital. Catch you on the next segment. Hey, how do you like the background here? Pretty nice view. This must be the fancy suite up here. Well, it looks like the snow had stopped. It's almost 3:30 Central Standard Time. And Jack is sitting up. I got him on the iPad right now. Just catching up with some messages. Feeling much better today, as you heard from the telephone conversation. Every day getting better. Saw the doctor, saw all the ancillary people that come up, social worker and all that today. So that's the latest update as far as 3:30 is concerned. Catch you later. Hey everyone, I am leaving Mayo right now. It's about 6:45, and watched the weather, and they said that about half an inch fell. And mainly you see it on the grass and the rocks and things, but not on the road, so that's a good thing. Right now it's showing on the dashboard that it's 38 degrees, so yeah, she's a little bit cold. Now, for any of you that have not been a patient at a hospital for quite some time, let me tell you, these places are super noisy. I asked Jack, I said, well, about how much sleep did you get yesterday? And he said that they were in and out all the time. Of course, you know, they check and ask you questions. Did you pee? Did you poop? Did you eat? Or take this pill. Do you want that? Can I get you anything? Can I adjust you? The litany of questions that they ask. But just being a regular person listening today, in the hallways, it's a flurry of activity. Of course, there's other people there. So I said to Jack, turn off the TV. So he turned it off. I closed the door because it was just dinging. Everybody's alarms are going off down the hall and what have you. Dinging, activity, people walking. It's a hospital. They're there to take care of people. I get it. Once I closed the door, it was like we entered a soundproof room. It was so quiet. So you could hear the pin drop in the room. It was that quiet. So I suggested to him, I closed the shade because he's on the riverside, I think, the side of the river. The Chippewa River, I think that's that body of water that I showed you earlier. And I suggested to him, make sure that you tell the nurse to close the door completely. So he was getting tired. When I got there, he was sleeping, so I had to tiptoe into the room, and I was in the room for about 5 minutes. I didn't want to go into the room and hit him with the camera right away. No. So he was sleeping, so I know he was exhausted, and he was ready to get his CPAP machine out, his breathing machine. I was ready to go to bed right away. So yeah, he's tired, and he can't wait to get home and see the dog. We all know he misses Ladybug. That's funny. As I was leaving, somebody with a companion, a huge lab, a huge chocolate brown lab, came in with this lady, and this dog was huge. But I know that Mayo Hospital has a lot of rules and restrictions when it comes to companion animals. So obviously, there's no question. We are not bringing Ladybug. That's it. You know, she's not a companion certified dog. She doesn't have the best she could be. She could qualify for it. I'll tell you, she's that well behaved. But I have never seen a dog here at Mayo because I know there's a lot of rules and restrictions. I finally saw my first one here. So Jack says, I'm really looking forward to going home, being in my bed, getting my rest, watching Ice Road Truckers. He watches the reruns of it on the smartphone in the bedroom, or smart TV in the bedroom. So he's really looking forward to go home. Right now, as it stands, 9:30 a.m., he is getting out of Mayo on Friday. So that's a good thing. That's a blessing in itself, and he's ready. Oh, I probably should have filmed this, but he ate 3 eggs. I called down for room service for him. He wanted 2 containers, you know, those half pints of whole milk. And the lady on the phone on his diet instructions, his dietary regulations, restrictions, it says normal, regular. So when I called downstairs to the Mayo food line, she says, oh, I see he's on a low carb diet. I said, yes, he is. So I ordered 3 eggs specifically with no seed oils, and they must be cooked in butter. When they came up, it was, I'm sorry I didn't film it, and my hands do not do this justice, but it was so stinking small. Jack's used to the way I make the eggs at the house because I put them in the Vitamix and I whip the daylights out of them. I don't put pancake batter, obviously, low carb, carnivore. So I whip the daylights out of the eggs so they have a lot of volume. These eggs, not so much. And of course they have iodized salt. We didn't have Redmond sea salt with me, but I know what to bring tomorrow. So that's good. He ate something for the first time since he's been here. That's good. I'm hearing that he has bowel sounds, his gurgling in his stomach. That's good. That's positive. But, of course, because that little tiny pain pill that they give him, that's what binds people. That's what did a number on me, for sure. But he's not getting any other medications. No morphine, which is ordered, that he had ordered, the doctor had ordered on his chart. He's not getting any of that. Tylenol and night time and normal pills, and he's looking forward to Friday. So that's it. I'm closing out. I have to drive home to Ladybug and make her and I dinner. I think we're going to have chicken breasts today. I'll probably have mine in an Egg Life wrap. I don't have any more cheese because I scrounged whatever cheese I had in my freezer this morning for my meat omelet or frittata or scramble that I made. So yeah, that's it. Have a lovely evening, everyone. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Cheers. Now I know I said that was the last video, the last clip that I did, but these roads are like ice in Eau Claire. So this is just out of Chippewa Falls right now. And if you're watching this and you're traveling in Wisconsin, you better slow down because it's glare ice. According to my car, in comparison to where I was at Mayo, right now the temperature is 30 degrees outside. And we are backlogged. Serious traffic. So please drive carefully. The first snowfall, the first winter, bad news in Wisconsin. People forget how to drive. Take care, everyone. Now, I realize you guys hate it when I am on the phone, but I am going 1 mile an hour right now. I cannot go any faster. This morning, when I was driving, early afternoon, when I was driving down to Mayo, the salt trucks, I saw 2 of them. Now, I live north of Mayo, so I saw 2 of them going south, like towards Mayo on 53, 2. So it's a huge issue in Eau Claire County insofar as the salt, the sand, whatever it takes when it's these conditions. Why aren't these trucks dropping the salt and the sand and the de-icers when it's this bad? They knew what the weather forecast is. They're talking about 40 to 50 mile an hour winds with cold. We are in winter. This is the first winter, and this is the first bit of traffic right now. There's no reason for this. Come on. Eau Claire County, this is a shame. I can't wait till Duffy gets in, because this is just shenanigans. Just saying. I hope I don't have to come on again. But if I have to, I'll let you know. Cheers. Hey, I figured I would do you guys common courtesy and let you know I am home safe. It's just after 8 p.m., so it took me about an hour and a half to go from Mayo Hospital in Eau Claire, 40 miles north to my house. Glare ice conditions, of course, bridges and overpasses. And it's the first snow, and people freak out. But again, if you're ever traveling through Eau Claire County in the winter, I don't understand it. I don't know if they need more money in the budget, but it's slip and slide in Eau Claire County. They need to get it together with the DOT, or somebody has to take care of these freeways. There's no excuse for it. Good.
Okay, here's dinner. I gave Ladybug just plain chicken breast, and I took my chicken breast that I had a couple days ago that I made a cream light butter, easy on the garlic, salt. I think I have a little bit of pepper on here. Put it on an Egg Life wrap with provolone cheese. I'm going to roll it up, wrap it up, and eat it up. Oh my gracious, this is so good. Whoever said that carnivore food is boring and it's not sustainable? I don't get it. I love it all. Cheers, everyone. Now I'm closing out the video. See you tomorrow.